How would you describe Mole Valley Girls in one word?
Sorority.
Fun.
Community.
Enjoyable.
Inclusive.
Entertaining. Inspiring.
Awesome.
Standing on the hill of one of the club's pitches, we can look over to Meadowbank Stadium. Mole Valley Girls are a female-only football club situated in the heart of Dorking, Surrey. Formed in 2010, the club began with just 7 players and 2 coaches who made up the entire squad. Now the club fills 11 age groups ranging from juniors up to women's, consisting of over 185 players.
I'm Nick Ward, I'm the secretary of Mole Valley Girls. I've been secretary for maybe a year and a half, but before that I was deputy chair and I've been involved in the club for about 6-7 years. I ended up here just serendipitously. It was it's the only local all-girls club, and it was something to do really, I suppose, to start with. But then I saw the promise here, and the vibe of the parents all being involved. The girls showed massive promise in terms of the way girls are different from boys in the way they respond to coaching. They talk a lot more, they listen a lot more, they focus, they try. All of the kind of things that I love about football is much more prominent in girls' football than in boys' football. I think it's a massive eye-opener. I think a lot of girls that play football are playing football in boys' clubs generally. And like when my daughter, who's 14 now, when she was 6 or 7, we went down to Leatherhead, and she came along, and I brought her along, and they said, "Oh, hello, Emily, nice to see you. Have you come along to play football with the boys?" And she wasn't. She was there to play football on her own right, not with the boys. But this offers an opportunity for girls to play football with girls, and it's an absolute eye-opener, I think, when people walk through the gates and they see the area and all the teams playing at the same time.
Mole Valley Girls play and train at the home ground belonging to the National League South Side, Dorking Wanderers. Not only do the girls now get the privilege to be able to play on such great facilities, the women's side work with Dorking Wanderers and Leatherhead FC to give the girls a chance to play beyond with other credible clubs. This gives the girls a chance to be able to progress as a female football player without the pressures of working against boys. Allowing them to work with clubs who offer the same treatments and merits gives the girls at Mole Valley a clear path to work on.
Structurally, there's not enough female role models here. We've got probably, I'd say, maybe half the committee is females. In theory, we want women to be in charge, but in practice, almost all the paid roles here are men. And we want to change that, so that's where we are trying to develop future coaches within the club. A lot of my players, they've done their playmaker course, they're just coming up to 16 now. Some of them are doing refereeing courses, but a lot of them are going to do their level 1 badges. And when they start doing that, I'm trying to get them to recognise that there's a future for them in coaching. These are the grandmothers of an amazing footballing future for women's football in this country.
It originated from me helping out through DOV, like helping out volunteering, and then I found out that I had a passion for it. So I've been doing it for like 2 years now, helping out, setting my own drills for the children. It's been quite good seeing them progress, seeing them in little competitions and seeing how my drills have helped them to progress. Hopefully they will eventually look up to me and think what a role model I am, and see that I'm a coach but I can also play football, so they can see a bit more of a future rather than it just being a fun at their age, and they can actually progress as it's such a friendly and welcoming community.
This club offers the chance for the girls to be able to put their own coaching into practice and lead the sessions. It's fairly understood that girls prefer playing and coaching amongst other girls, so this gives them the opportunity to build on their confidence. As for the younger players, it's interesting to see what they enjoy about playing for this up-and-coming female-only football club.
I'm called Maria and I'm 9. Charlotte and 8. I'm Leah and I am 10 and a half years old. My name is Sophia and I'm 8 years old. I'm Saren and I'm 11 years old.
And why do you play football? What do you enjoy about it?
I like that it's a team sport and you can't really play it by yourself. because it's a fun sport and I like scoring goals. I'm really good at it and I get involved in it because my brother, he taught me a bit at home and it inspired me to play.
And why do you enjoy playing at Mole Valley Girls?
Because I get to play with other girls. Because when I used to play in a boys and girls team, the boys didn't really include me that much.
My mum might have found someone who recommended Mole Valley, and I met a lot of friends. I used to play with the boys all the time and they would never pass to me, so when I started playing with the girls they would actually pass me and I could actually start playing. So Mole Valley Girls was really good because I actually got more confident with it.
I've got a life-limiting condition. Every year for the past 4 years, I thought this is going to be the last season I'm going to be able to. You can see now I'm kind of gasping for breath, I'm push out from my diaphragm and stuff. And I've thought it's going to be the last year I can do it. This brings to life the circumstances of my environment. The fact that I'm able to do it, it's a real privilege, I think, to be exposed to lots of people and to be able to, go through this with them and just kind of show that, resilience. It gives a sense of meaning to my otherwise fairly grey existence, I suppose. I mean, right now, literally, like this week, I've been looking at getting wireless speakers so that my voice can boom out across the pitch. I don't know if you heard it during this interview, but we've got Nick over the other side talking, bellowing across. And when I was coaching boys, I would be a right drill sergeant. And with the girls, it's that same clear, loud and precise communication is really hard to achieve when you're having to work for your breaths. And so I'm quite dependent on, the girls and the teams and to accommodate me. They could be nasty and dismissive and everything, and I've not ever felt like that.
So I'm the engagement officer for Mole Valley Girls Football Club, and so my role is to get parents involved. We have a booming junior section, so it's good to we've got a lot of parents, a lot of keen girls and keen parents, so it's trying to optimise the opportunities that we've got.
I'm taking over as the club welfare officer, so the safeguarding side of the club. So before I've helped with the club, like organising our football tournaments and stuff, so now it's just kind of taking over the role of safeguarding and being the welfare officer for the girls.
And Mole Valley Girls is literally a female-only club. Why do you think that's a good way of promoting female football?
I think it's good because we're in an all-girl environment, so as they get older, pressures from boys and all of that stuff, so being in a girl-only environment takes that pressure and everything off.
It's quite special, I think, to have an all-girls club of this size, and the fact that we're growing, massively from the juniors upwards. The all-girls environment brings confidence, I think, to the girls, because as soon as you put them into a mixed setting with boys as well, it's very different. I think having the chance, they're all equal if they're all girls. They know that their teammate is going to pass to them. There's going to be no comment about their ability as a girl because they're all girls. So I think it's about confidence, and it's about showing that girls and women's football, can exist.
The last 12 years have brought a bundle of success for the girls and all those involved. Nick has continued a club which has shown gives these players a sense of inclusion and togetherness. The teams throughout the years have won trophy after trophy and a countless number of medals. Successes both within and outside of the football club has built the foundations of what Mole Valley Girls is today. But what does the future hold for this club? We know what this space offers, and the opportunities here are endless for the players. Nick and his friends hope to continue to do this. By giving girls the chance to excel in their own right and feel comfortable in a club is the way to work towards a brighter footballing future.